Principal of Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Sitaram, everybody. Welcome to our broadcast this morning. Sitaram, everybody in the temple. As we begin our first session of Bhagavad this morning, Puja continues. Whilst we do so, let's start to chant the name of God. Please sing and join together as we be beginning our Bhagavad discourse shortly.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ सारिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो 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 राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद 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 बोलो
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी
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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण भजमन नारायण 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 ओ भजमन नारायण 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram, Hare Sham Sham Sham. Sita Ram Ram Ram, Hare Sham Sham Sham. जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन के तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन के तृष्णा, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्णा 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 हो, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा। जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन के तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन के तृष्णा, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्णा 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 ओ, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा। कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो ना भूले कृष्ण कृष्ण जग में वो हारा हारा। कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो ना भूले कृष्ण कृष्ण जग में वो हारा हारा। मुन कामिते अंधियारे भोले कृष्ण कृष्ण, मुन कामिते अंधियारे भोले कृष्ण कृष्ण, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्ण 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 हो, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। जिसको मिले ना पीरा सुख काम रंग क्या जाने, जो ना ढाई कृष्ण कृष्ण नित्य कारम क्या माने। जिसको मिले ना पीरा सुख काम रंग क्या जाने, जो ना ढाई कृष्ण कृष्ण नित्य कारम क्या माने। चाहे अगे कृष्ण, चाहे अगे जियारे भोले कृष्ण कृष्ण, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्ण 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 ओ, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन के तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन के तृष्णा, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्ण 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 ओ, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्ण 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 ओ, सुबह शाम भोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण।
Testing the sound check 1 2. Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
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 Bhola Baba Bam Bhola Baba Bam Bhola Baba.
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 Om Bholo Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
Rama ho Rama bhaju Rama Ramaye Rama.
Rama ho Rama Bhaju Rama Ramaye Rama.
Bolo Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
अब शिव पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिव पार
अब शिव पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिव
ओ
पार।
बोलो नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
हे शिव शंकर भोला बाबा।
हे शिव शंकर भोला बाबा।
ओ बोलो नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
हे दुखहारी हे त्रिपुरारी भोला बाबा।
हे दुखहारी हे त्रिपुरारी भोला बाबा।
ओ बोलो नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
हे दुख मोचन हे त्रिलोचन भोला बाबा।
हे दुख मोचन हे त्रिलोचन भोला बाबा।
ओ बोलो नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
भोला बाबा बम भोला बाबा बम भोला बाबा।
Bhola Baba Bam Bhola Baba Bam Bhola Baba.
भोला बाबा बम भोला बाबा बम भोला बाबा।
Bhola Baba Bam Bhola Baba Bam Bhola Baba.
ओ बोलो नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
नमः शिवाय शांताय बम भोला बाबा।
Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bham Bhola Baba.
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी हरि पराशक्ति पालय मां। अम्बा परमेश्वरी
अखिलांडेश्वरी हरि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
पालय मां पालय मां।
पालय मां पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी हरि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
अम्बा परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी हरि पराशक्ति पालय मां।
check. Prem Swalavindra Van Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Everybody, let's all stand as we begin with Arti this morning. As we are doing our first session this morning, they had additional steps in puja. Pandit Adish is leading us by the Bedi. And as we are all set now to listen to our Bhagavad, put your hands together. Those of you viewing on at home, wherever you may be, think of Lord Krishna as this morning we begin with His holy name. As we physically here in the mandir, those of you wherever you are viewing, we offer that light or prayer or homage. Homage is not only the physical light. Dear God, maybe I'm in the hospital and I can't lift my hand this morning. But dear God, I bow my head to you. I offer my solace. I put my mindset. I put everything I could afford this morning. I offer it to you. Sajam cha vardi sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam Deepam grihana devesham Trailokya timidapaham Jai Jai Bhagavat Bhagavan ki Hey Aarti Papi. Everybody help me sing. Paap se hai taarti Jai Jai Bhagavat Bhagavan ki Hey Aarti Papiyon ko paap se hai taarti Ye Amar Granth Ye Mukti Pant Ye Pancham Ved Nirala नव ज्योति जगाने वाला अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्षी पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही जग की मंगल की आरती everybody जय जय भागवत भगवान की आरती ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत श्रापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला शांति गीत पावन पुनीत श्रापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी ये मधुसूदन की आरती everybody together जय जय भागवत Om Gajananam Bhutagana Kapeta Jumbo Umasudam Sho Namami Veganeshwara Sarvamangalamangaliye Sharanye Narayani Guru Brahma Guru Devo Guru Sakshat Tasmai Shri Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Devotees, please have your seat. Make yourself comfortable. This morning, as we get into our first discourse, I want you to consider that we have listened, many people have heard Bhagavad, Bhagavad, Bhagavad. I'm going to Bhagavad, I'm having Bhagavad. But before we get into it, we must understand the value and the purpose behind this text. Last year in our Bhagavad here at the Ashram, we dealt with why it is called Bhagavad. This Bhagavad is consisting of 12 Kand or 12 Skand or 12 chapters, call it, that deals with various discourses, just as a Puran has it in mix. It doesn't deal with one central figure. Many people think that when you hear Bhagavad, the only thing I'm going to hear about is Lord Krishna. But the reason it is called Puran rather than like how you call Ramayana or the body Ramcharitamanas, the body of Ram, where that entire text cover to cover deal with Ram's discourse, Ram Katha, Ram life from start to finish. This text deals with different forms, different Leela, different movement. Yes, it has Lord Krishna in it, but it is not only Lord Krishna. For example, in the different skand, as you are coming up, you will hear of the different incarnation of Lord Vishnu. When you reach as where we are reading in this yag, skand 10. Skand 10 is considered to be the most popular skand because it is the skand or the chapter, the Khan that deals with the entire story of Krishna. It goes on to 11 where the death of Krishna, the separation from the earth, all these things happen. And in the 12th one, the philosophy of this Puran, the story of Parikshit is given. Who is Parikshit? Parikshit is the person that we are going to listen to. Parikshit story is what is captured inside of Bhagavad. Parikshit is by birth the grandson of Arjuna. He is the individual who got a shrap that because of something he did, he's going to die in 70s. And his guru now wants to help elevate the soul. He goes and he says, Guruji, is there anything I could do that will burn away my lifetime of sin? And Guruji says we are going to do Saptaha discourse. Saptaha means for 7 days, 3 times for the day. We are going to do puja. We are going to listen to the discourse of God in various forms. And by listening to it, by the sacrifice of your hearing, of your contemplation, a person could be rid of the sins. The reason why me and you endeavor to follow the footsteps of Raja Parikshit, the sin that we are undergoing, we have the burden from past, present, is what is causing the troubles, the predicament, not only in our life in terms of our health, our family, but also in the form of the troubles that it has in the environment. As we get into our discourse this morning, you will learn that as we progress in our yag, you will see the constant description of the environment, how the water was, how the sky was, how the trees were, etc. In this discourse of Bhagavad, it is only the main content of this book. It gives the listener, Parikshit first, and then you and I now, the opportunity to listen to what is bhakti. You and I have heard many discourses, many satsangs, and we learn, for example, Ekadasi, how to fast, how to do, what to offer, what goes in the dar, what goes in the havan, how to do it. But very rare does something teach you about how to believe in what you're doing, how to have faith. How does a woman conduct herself? How does a girl conduct herself? When you are feeling something and you don't know what is this feeling, a person could describe a puja list and they could tell you, okay, these are the ingredients that you need to have. But what is not on that puja list? A person could prepare all the best ingredients, correct me if I'm wrong, but if their mannerism, if their attitude is lacking, that prayer is going to bring lacking outcome. And when you have yagya, there is something called Rita. Rita is a fancy word for proper behavior. There are things to be done when yagna is going on, and there are things that is not to be done. If the person calms down themselves, put their mind to God, listen, I don't know. It starts with I don't know. With that type of mindset, and I am going to learn, so I want to learn. I have an earnest to learn, to put it in simple language for children to understand. This is the foundation from which a person will better understand and educate themselves about God. And what did you come to learn? I came to learn about bhakti. In it, you will have information. You will hear, for example, the true relation. If somebody says Arjun and Krishna were close, are they friends? Are they brothers? Are they cousins? Somebody message and they ask, I've heard that they are related. Is that true? Yes. Arjun, mom, and Krishn's daddy, Vasudev, are brother and sister. So they are cousins. So in the Katha, as we progress, Krishna is going to grow. As we do Skandha 10, you will start off when he's young and he's a little boy and he has that flute. You see that big picture there where he's with Radha? He has the flute. But when we grow now where he's on the battlefield, somehow that flute disappears. And he has no flute anymore. Watch your TV show, watch your Gita book at home. It is replaced with the Sudarshan Chakra. It is replaced with weapons. He's ready to fight, but he's not blowing the flute anymore. His body, he changes. Many times there are parts of our Dharma. My point is this. Our Yagya is going to give us the knowledge about our God. There are many things that will come out in our Yagya that might surprise you. And the purpose of the surprise, as you understand him a little more, let it work to bring you closer to him. Let it foster inside of you a sense that now I know him, now I understand, now I know why this was done, now I know this is how it is to be done. And in this way, Bhagavad is called a Mahapuran. It is considered to be the most popular of all the Purans that exist because it teaches the person about sadhana, how to offer their prayer, Adya Bhakti, or personal prayer, how to talk to God, and how to be together as a group with the proper behavior, with the proper rita, and the person knows how to humble, how to take correction, how to learn, how to grow, and in doing it, they are growing for Krishna. When at the end we will hear Katha where Shiv Baba is being saved. At the end, you will hear discourse, our last night discourse. How come in every Janam, every Katha, we hear Lord Vishnu is incarnating? Think Ram, think Krishna. There's an Indian movie called Kalki. How is it that Lord Vishnu is the star boy, main boy? And everybody like Lord Shiva, he comes as Hanuman Baba when Sri Ram was there. He comes as the son of Krishna, as Samba. Different discourse. But how come? And when every time we get into one of these wonderful chapters, just by listening to it, you will hear at the end of every chapter, the person is being rid of different type of sin. Everybody has their share of trouble. But if I were to ask you, what are you doing? What are you doing about your trouble? If a person has a sickness, let's say diabetes, a person learns how to live with it. A person adjusts their diet, maybe they exercise, maybe the medicine, they learn to live with it. But in some cases like cancer, I can't live with that. I have to fight it aggressive. So I take different therapy, different methods. It might be hard, it might be drastic, but it is necessary because the situation is so dire. If we become like that person who has a situation that needs attention, and we stand firm and stand fast and we fight, then you do something about your problem. Other than that, you live with it and it is slowly creeping. Gerd Brand says death comes for a person like a tigress. Imagine a tiger children hunting in the bush, and it is creeping easy. No big signs, no warning, but sadness, sickness, trouble, death, and decay is coming. It's coming slow, but when it comes hard. Look at how many people getting kidnapped this morning. Shrotas and I were talking. Watch at the message. No longer people falling in love. It have no love song again. Now everybody learn we go on funeral here and we go in separation day and we going by this one. Only here if they find back the boy. I'm referring in my mind. I have to address it. Pandit BP's son, Komal Maharaj, just in Felicity and somebody. We don't know where he go. Every time you're watching news, somebody get killed. Somebody get... You don't know when it coming, like a tigress. Something hunting you and you don't know it hunting you. And the point is, what are you doing with your trouble? Today we join together. Put your hand. Somebody from Mauritius messaged last night and asked, I know you're going to read Bhagavad and I know you're going to touch a lot about Lord Krishna, but I believe in Lord Dattatreya. And I've never heard his teachings. I've never heard in Bhagavad that, Lord Dattatreya said something. This morning, as we get set to listen and we put Lord Krishna as our Guru, there are people celebrating with their Guruji, the person who gives them the mantra. There are some people so happy with parents this morning, Ma, Dad, Pa, Papi, however you call them, Aja, Aji. There are some people who know, let's just start there, know who their gurus are. If a guru, what is a guru for children? Gu means darkness. I don't know how to make a sararuti. I don't know how to solve my problem. I don't know how to pass this exam. I don't know how to bridge the gap when there's trouble. Ru is that entity, let's say divine force or person that brings a light, that brings an answer, a resolution to that problem. I want to read for you in Skandha 11 to answer this devotee's question. Skandha 11 of Bhagavad, chapter 7, where Lord Dattatreya is speaking. And it brings a little light for our Guru Purnima. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
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 Shanti meva guruvo rajan bahavo buddhiye ye shritam yato buddhi paraye mukto ati ham gakye yahi naya
Krishna.
Everybody together.
Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Prithvi vayu karaksha soyagni ye ravi kapota judhayatam Sindhu pinga mokshatam.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Paramatmaya Namo Namah. I'm just touching on this before we get into our Katha. Bear with me. Dattatreya is talking. This incarnation of Mahavishnu is teaching about himself. And he says, I have many gurus. I have chosen the right entity, the right persona, the right person, but not person alone. We just think they have to have a janev, they have to have a mala, they have to look a particular way, they have to have complexion, they must be male, they can't be female, they have to be heterosexual, they cannot be homosexual. We just put judgment to who could guide you. Listen good, I say it. If anybody get in trouble, says me. Dattatreya, incarnation of God, says, I look and I follow the example. Don't only do what they say, but look at the example of how to live and how to be. I have 24 different gurus that have contributed to making me who I am. I'm reading Slok 32 of chapter 7. The first guru is the earth, the air, the space, the water, the fire, the moon, the sun, the pigeon, the snake, the sea, the moth, the bee, the elephant, the person who is collect the honey, the deer, the fish, the prostitute, the child, the young girl, the blacksmith, the snake, the boa constrictor, meaning how it is eat, how it is bend the body to digest food, the spider, and the last one, the bee, the wasp. These are my 24 guru. I ask you something here this morning. Guru Purnima. In your mind, you could think you could learn something from the earth? If the purpose of a guru is something that teaches you how to be a better person, you are looking around you, there is examples. Why we just use the knee belief? Why we just use the bay leaf? Why we just use these things? Durga Mata in a different text says, I will sit in it and I will give you the Shakti of healing when the body needs something. Boil the grass, simple language, Yajurved, boil the grass and use it and get the healing. I bless it through that Shakti. But it have to get into your mouth, into your bodies. Assimilation have to happen. So in that environment, I'll be there. But sometimes you're looking at the sun, you're looking at the flowers, but I don't know what you're watching it for. Consider this. The person listening to Dattatreya Swami says, how could the earth be your guru? Slok 37. He says, from the earth I learned the vow or the practice, the vrat of being firm and having forbearance. That no matter what is happening, the earth is always there, holding everybody. It may shake, it may move, a piece of land could move, but I remain firm and I hold. No matter how many feet walk upon me, I remain undisturbed. With this knowledge, no matter what oppression comes to you, you strive to be so strong that that oppression does not become you. There are people go to prayers. There are people that pray, but oh God, you see what they do, man. 10 years pass and God, you see them, they got to pay now. That become the prayer. That nastiness, that heaviness, that memory become your deuta now. That this person do you something. And that become your God because they all your studies. You see now in front of the Murti, song blowing in your ears, drum beating, and all you're studying, one day, God go beat them like how that drum getting. How that man could do me this, how that woman could leave me, how that child could abandon me. Be like the earth and be firm. No matter the season for people who live in different seasons, no matter the season, the earth remain doing its job. He says from the mountain, which is part of the earth, the mountain, like the trees, I learned that a righteous person should always do good things and good activity. That a tree, no matter where a tree could grow, and the tree does one thing, that tree is taking in that sunlight and making fruit. That tree is doing it wherever that tree grows. It could be in a swamp, it could be on a mountain, it could be where the tree does its duty, regardless of what it is surrounded by. But however, me and you, we go, well, Baba, I didn't have a nice shalwar to wear this morning, so I couldn't come in the prayer. Dear God, I didn't have $1 million, so I couldn't do charity. Dear God, I didn't think you needed my flowers this morning, so I didn't bring none. In your life, home, private, fasting, no fasting, there are many instances where you let the environment around you, the people, affect who you are. In a marriage, you see that man, I go in and show that man, I am not going to pray for his health. I go in and show that girl, I'm not going to fast with she for that prayer, to spite the person. And in my example, praise. But you know it. But be like the tree, this man is saying. Let the guru be the person. God, Devi make that tree, and she is standing in front, and she's reminding you, no matter what happening outside, stand up and still make the zabuka. Still make the coconut. Still be that. Be fruitful. Be good. Be the last one I touched them here doing the whole 24. Last one. He says, the fire is my guru. I bow to that fire. You know why? Inside the wood, inside the camphor, inside the gasoline, inside any fuel, there is an inherent inert fire blazing, just waiting to come out and consume the offerings of God. That Hawan is right there, waiting for that spark to start it. But when it starts, it doesn't stop. Inside each person, inside of you, there's an inherent ability to absorb and to take in, to burn the bad, to burn the sin, to destroy it, and to reap, to glow, and to grow with the goodness and good things that good karma would bring. Therefore, be like the fire. Search for the spiritual good, the good in this life. be the person to activate, light the fire, and destroy. You have the ability to change the bad destiny and the bad times and make it good, make it bright, make it brilliant. You have the ability to do it. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Let's enter this morning. As we move forward, we are getting ready to light the fire. We are entering into chapter 21, Skandha 10 of our Bhagavad. We are going to Vrindavan. Krishna has done many leela. There are many katha where we hear where he takes the life of Potna. When he was a baby and he was still drinking milk, Potna comes. We hear the Krishna Janam discourse where he's moving in the basket. But there are some discourses that we are not too familiar with. And for our discourse, as we get into our Yagna, we enter where he's going to teach a lesson. There are some girls living in Vrindavan. We call them Gopi. Gopi Manohar Nandalala. We hear bhajan to bhajan. He's called Gopal. He's called the lover. He's the one. He has them moving. But we don't understand why. Let's join as we enter our discourse this morning, as he's going to teach the people who love him very important words. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Everybody.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana.
Sikhiye Sharana Twaja Jalla Paraye Pashi Vrindavana Gopi Vatahe Katyayani Vataye Sutta Sutaye Ati Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharana.
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 Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana.
Sukdev Goswami is explaining that in the beautiful forest around that place called Vrindavan, the autumn season is there. The place is not too hot. The temperature is just right. The water is trickling in the Yamuna. Gentle breeze is blowing, and Krishna, he is walking with all the cows and all the cowboys, the Gopas and the Gopis, whilst grazing the cows in the company of Balaram. They entered into the deep and dark parts of the forest. They know that that time is very important to the girls. As forest dwellers, they believe in their goddess, they believe in the Devi. And all the ladies, all the young girls are praying as per our dharma. We teach our young girls before they get married, before they get that age of puberty very early, that when you want certain things in your life, when you want the quality of married life, when you want the quality of your health, your fertility, your body, you have to pray for it. You have to work for it. It doesn't come just so. There are many people who assume they will get it and they're still waiting. So in Vrindavan, the parents teach these girls, take to prayer, and in that time they do all their worship. Let's hear what happens. Taravarane tum vyati smarana Krishna chishta ye yatam Nashkraman smaranaya pi Vishkavan nripati ye yato
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Sharana.
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharana.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana.
Krishna, who is known to have the peacock feather on his head, he's always garland. He's always, wherever he is, all the flowers are blooming. The place is smelling high of tulsi, madar, parijat, lotus, anywhere the sweet scent of the goddess of the earth. Matikur, the mati is the mud. Kurna to bring her was done yesterday. Where drums were played here in the ashram, we went and we did puja for Mother Earth to come, sit in the bedi and witness. We are going to do his worship. In these times, Mother Earth, Yamuna Devi, they celebrated as his footprint is walking. He's decorated by these colors, the colors of the peacock, the flowers that adorn his body. Anywhere you see a Christian Bhatia, you will see flowers. And when he starts to play the flute, the prayer of these girls are being mentally, they are disturbed. Have you ever seen somebody trying to pray, but when music is playing or their heart and head is somewhere else, the body starts to rock? Why is that rocking happening? The cells, the atoms within their body, because of the energy, it is vibrating inside of them. And that vibration, the cells, the atoms want to go. The unseen energy, the Devi, rocks the atom. In science, this is what takes solid. The ice, it goes to melt as fluid, as liquid. Water, from water, it goes to gas. And in order for it to happen, the energy from the earth, from the fire, gets inside the cell, the atom, and it starts to move. When somebody becoming energized with the flow from the earth, from the environment, their body starts to rock. They don't plan it, they want to go. Their body is becoming energized and freed from the captivity of the physical form. These girls are doing their prayer and they are not trying to move. They are not forcing themselves to move, but the environment is so 1 minute calming, and as he's disturbing the peace, because he's coming closer to where they're doing their prayer, he's blowing the flute, and they cannot help that their body, their mind, they're fighting it. You ever see somebody try to focus? You ever went through that? And something is playing with your brain. Krishna is testing them. You feel you could do prayer. You feel you could do puja. You want to do prayer. Let me see what you could do. Let me see what you could do. The girls open their eyes and they look, and all they're seeing is the mango leaves hanging on strings. Why the mango leaf? Ask yourself today, when you go to prayer and you see the mango leaf under the coconut. Remember how we used to decorate a long time with mango leaf on strings? All the people who just decorate Taurus concepts who did this, Randy, they decorate with mango leaf hanging in the temple. Why? Because it represents Lakshmi. So when Lakshmi is there and that positive, that light is there, negative, bad, those things that affect the person internally, externally, don't come, don't interfere. The peacock feather is placed to ward off bad. Flowers is placed, different type of flowers, leaves, different things are placed around the person. Kush grass is placed to ward off bad. They have surrounded themselves with all these articles of positive. But the love, the energy they have for Krishna is causing their body to become turbulent. Let's hear what happens. Chutta prata varshaye ahati opaladhya ye malla muktiye parigra parijata ye na ye ati jaya bole baba tab sharana
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharana.
jaya bole baba tab sharana
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharana.
jaya bole baba tab sharana
Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharana.
jaya samba sada shiva tab sharana
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharana.
Blessed is the person when they're praying. You ever went to a wedding and see how they just hang up the bamboo in the middle of the baby? Bamboo is placed in our prayer where people are blessed that they have this particular species of plant that represents the Lakshmi again. It is used as a tool long before man could make physical murti, plastic murti. This natural force was used as a tool to enhance the prayerfulness of the area by bringing more luster, by bringing the energy of Lakshmi closer to the person. For this reason, his flute is made from bamboo and he's conjuring the energy. He's calling the forces to play with the person. Play? How to play? Imagine yourself praying, and the moment is happening, and inside of you, the emotion is building, the energy is building, and I'm feeling so close to him that I don't have to see him, but he's inside of me, and something is causing me to become turbulent. Something is becoming emotional inside of me, and then the same person in that turbulence, in that emotion, you're on a ride like a roller coaster. 1 minute you're in the prayer, next minute change your mind and study. Did I lock the door? Did I take off the light? Did I come back? Christian's name, oh, I know his name is Damodara. The music is sung so nice. Listen to this song. They say when you hear the song, bend your head, and the person is going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. Sometimes I see the clouds, sometimes I see the sun, and I'm so happy sunlight is coming. God made the sun, and the person starts to think about the environment. But when they realize their situation, just like in life, they're so helpless. In these prayers, I become so helpless that I cannot help myself. I am pitiful that even if I say I want to do the prayer, how much could I do? I depend on the divinity. Imagine me ringing bell, but Garud has to sit on the bell in order for the function of the bell to be beneficial for its purpose to ward off bad energy. The person sits on kush grass. The person sits where peacock feathers are hung. All these different things because I need that divinity to come around me. So allow this frail form, this weak form, this person who cannot do enough or cannot do good. I need help, dear God. The girls are sitting and they're asking him, please, please, that flute you are blowing, that energy you're calling, it is interfering with my prayer. Please allow us the energy and the time to pray. Drishti Paravrajayati, Drishti Parahayati, Ramagopasarayati.
बोले बाबा सब शरणम जय 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 सांब सदा शिव सब शरणम जय सांब सदा शिव सब शरणम
Prema buddhi dittaye atau Kumma kummalibhya ye ati Dharma skandha ye tuj par Ati atra ye ata Jaya bole
बोले बाबा तब शरणम जय 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 सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम
Jaya Samba Sada Umapati Mahadeva ki jai. For this reason, not only did they surround themselves with all the different entities and articles of prayer, but on their body, just as we did. The person bathed in the morning in preparation for their prayer. But how does Bhagavad, how does Yagya begin? Yagya begin with a proper bath. That when the person is having their shower, they have to chant their Gayatri mantra. If my past sin, if the way I'm thinking, if with my body, maybe I have an illness or an ailment, don't let it stop me today. Don't let it block me today. Allow me to be able to sit and to do my prayer. Allow me to be purified. And when I get to where I want to be in the company of good and godly, and I'm doing my prayer, give me the ability to do what I wish to do. In this case, listen to prayer. See prayer for those of you at home, for those of you here in the ashram. They had their bath, and on their body we put tilak with kasturi, we put tilak with kesar, we use the different sandal paste. As the mantra is chanted on these articles, we use basma, and they placed all of this on their body. They went a step further and they used haldi and they paste with mother's prayer. Ma, please sit on my body. Ma, just as how we just bathe the child when it have mundan sanskar, just as we just bathe the person when it have viva sanskar, just as how we just bathe when the person is getting ready for anteshti sanskar. You're taking the dead body and you will still bathe it with the articles of Lakshmi, the milk, etc. Purify the body. The boy, the girl getting married, they're getting ready to go, but suppose the karma is good, bathe the body, remove the karma and allow them to get through their prayer. The child now cut their hair in Mundan Sanskar, bathe them with milk, take off the karma and allow this new beginning, a cleansing, a new start, allow it to bring goodness, development for them. Hence it is called sanskar. From before this moment, you are one way. And after the sanskar, you're different. You're never going to be the same again. Imagine before the wedding, after the wedding, before the cutting of the hair, after the cutting of the hair, before the Guru Diksha, after the Guru Diksha, before the Janev, after the Janev, after that sanskar. That is a threshold. Once you cross it, a coming of age, as it were, that you're not again, you're not going to be the same. In this way, these girls have been taught properly by their guru. The guru, in this instance, is their parents. Parents have taught them that when it is that particular season, you have to be fasting. When you're going to do prayer, parents teach how to prepare yourself. Let me be honest, who could teach your children to bathe other than you? If you don't teach your children cleanliness, godliness, and how to do it properly, who is going to do it? Who is going to hold their hands? If this life is moments of pain and suffering, thank you, moments of pain and suffering caused by sin, then parents are blessed because they are teaching you how to come out of the suffering, how to come out of the hustles and the hassles of this life. So it is very easy to understand a parent's job. Pick up your book, pass the exam. Don't be lazy. Knowledge is power. You will be able to cross the threshold of poverty. You get that job, son, you're going to have certain trouble. Choose wisely, son, your job as a parent. Choose wisely the company you keep. That's your job. If the friend do that, oh God, we're in trouble. If the stranger do it, we're in trouble. But when the parent, with unbiased guidance, teach this child or children what is to be done, how to be done, oh boy, what a wonderful, wonderful outcome we're going to have. Don't get me wrong, we could sing the praise of the Pandit who gives you the mantra in the air, but that's one day. If we don't get the attitude of conversing, learning, listening to that Pandit or to that Guru, I don't think it's going to be much benefit. But for the parent that is slaving, for the teacher that is fighting and trying to get inside of this person the right ingredients so the outcome could be the right way, sweet and beneficial to life, that is what you celebrate today. This yagya is done every year. We're going to do Bhagavad for 7 years. But in this time when school closed, the reason I did it now, this is my summer camp, everybody. For all the people that were here this morning, look at the hour. And the young children are the now and now near, fixing for prayer. I know next generation gonna have continuity. The people learning to make sada roti on the big tower is little children. The cooks making parsad is not adults. The children are not going home, they're sleeping right here in the house of the Guru. And learn, feed off the environment. If we do it like that, and we spend the time teaching, learning, growing together, then yes, Guru Purnima. Talk about that Guru. But if you are not learning, growing, developing, having some development, then you might have the Guru, but it is not very beneficial. God bless parents like this with the Gopis that taught their children what was to be done and what was not to be done. And in this way, in this time, they are now prepared. They are now ready. The preparation for prayer, sometimes, in my opinion, is more important than the prayer itself. A person could come and do prayer and never see blessings, not a day in their life. But mentally, physically, prepare yourself. And because, Sitaram, and because of some circumstance, like a lady, your opportunity was stolen from you because of the moon cycle, the belly. I say, I didn't get the chance to sit for the prayer. Maybe somebody passed away in the family. I didn't get the chance to do the offering. But you know what? I will still prepare myself. I will still be there to sit and listen. I could still do something. Let's hear what happens as we enter into chapter 22. Raja Parikshit is asking, tell me what happened now. They're turbulent. They're fighting. How is it? Sitaram, everybody. How is it that they're fighting so much? What's going on? Tell me more, Guruji. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo. Prathama Masa Skandha Nanda Vraja Kumari Jairupa Margashirayatam Katyayini Vratayati. In the month of Margashira, in the season of Hemanta, these maids of Vrindavan, keeping themselves amongst themselves, not mixing and frolicking and cheering, or the young ones, not talking incessantly, focused now on what they're doing. Prepared to do Katyayani, Vrat and Puja. This is a time similar to what we would say people are going Matikur, all the women are going to go together. All the ladies are going to, is Ganesh Utsav coming? They're going to go to the river bank to do the puja, to get the mud to make the murti. It's a ladies' time. The boys have their respect, they pull back. And they don't meddle with them. They don't interfere with them. For the married ones, everybody is separate. And they are maintaining their purity. In fact, in this time, they are only eating pure food, sattvic food, fresh food. No microwave food now. No stale food. No spoiled food. None of those things. Haven't taken their bath in the Yamuna. When the dawn was coming, when that twilight hour was there, they made the goddess. Her body was fashioned from the dust, the sand of the bank, from the river, from the mud of the river bank. and they started to do her puja. And on this murti, they gave her different fruits, shoots, different forms of grains that still had the fertility. The rice, for example, still had the husk on it. It still has the life in it. And all of them worshipped her. Katyayini Mahabhagi Mahayoginie Nashidamaye Nanda Nanda Gopa Sutta Devi Pratime Kurume Nama Nama Vratam Chiru Uma Krishna Cheta Sevhaga Padrakali Samayatam Pati Pati Vrataye Yati Christian, all the boys are one side. And you know how the boys are? They fast. They want to see what the girl's doing. In this month when the prayer is going on, they are calling on Bhadrakali. They are calling on the mother. But in their heart, the young ones, they're praying, dear Lord, let the son of Nanda Baba, let the son of Nand, the village head, his son, Krishna, I want a husband like him. I want him. I have love in my heart. All I see, all I think, they are young girls. And they're holding on to him in prayer. We got up early and we started to do our prayer. And in this vigil, in this offering, we are doing our prayer. Please bless us that whatever karma, whatever darkness, whatever hindrance there is to our prayer, move it. But this is what I'm praying for. And Christian standing on his side, he knew their heart's desires. He's listening to all of them. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Kadachi Jagata Tirat Miksha Purva Vratyatam Vasi Krishna Govinda Vrajane Salile Mujyate. Together everybody. On the last day, every day for that entire month, they got up and they did puja by this mud murti of the goddess. And they changed her clothes and they did the puja and they made great amount of effort to make the right type of sweet. They made sure the food is fresh. Think of the effort. Think of the energy required, the discipline. Not to talk things of an inappropriate nature, not to play, not to get distracted. Look at the effort they're putting out. And Krishna is watching them. Remember good, our first teaching? In Hinduism, there is no devil. It is sometimes taught, oh, you see bad things happening, the devil is a busy man. When bad things happen in our today life, we tend to think, oh, the devil busy, you see how he working? But as a Hindu, in our Dharma, there is nothing other than God. There is only God. Good and bad come from God. when that triangle is worshipped with all those flags, when that yogni, that mother is being worshipped, mother, your energy is sometimes created to bring ruin. The same food, for example, for children to understand, the same food, a person can eat it and get nourishment. The same food, the wrong person eat it at the wrong time, they'll get food poisoning. Mother, the energy could change, and where there's peace, there could be predicament, there could be destruction, there could be trouble. Christian standing on his side, he says, I want to see what you're going to do. I want to see how pure your prayer will be. I want to see if you're going to finish your prayer properly. Not everybody who start prayer get to finish the prayer. When a person has the darshan to do the prayer, to worship God, the prayer sometimes, dear God, keep me going. Give me the strength, give me the energy, give me the ability to not only start the prayer, but to finish the prayer, dear God. I want the life, I want the energy, I want the ability. And if the trouble is outside, that one easy to see. Don't let it jet bite. Don't let nobody pass away. Don't let anything go wrong. Bless me to reach to the Yagna properly. Suppose the problem live inside her, you know. How you think, how you do, how you get ready, how you prepare yourself, the thoughts. Look, they're doing Hawan, everybody doing that Hawan Gayatri 3 times. Why? If, dear God, forgive me. If my mind think anything that was wrong, forgive me the sin. If this mouth, the morning for my prayer, the word time, I'm going to say the world of curse words. That's the time I'll say wrong words. Forgive me, God. The morning I'm a prayer, that's the day I'll do all kind of bad things. I'll steal, I'll hit, I'll harm. Dear God, forgive me for those things. I am doing vrat, I am doing religious vow. This is not a joke. Shlok 10 of chapter 22. This is not a joke. This is my life, and I am putting my life in the hands of Krishna. Bless me to do it to the best of my ability. This sinner is praying. Do not allow the trouble from inside of me to block my way. Nate yudha purvayenam Sita yetam vishwayate Eka kashapratiyati Sahi vrata vrata yesu pujana. Sometimes, how do you know you're a sinful person? Look at your mind, look at your body, look at who you are. Judge yourself. God, give me the body. The girls are praying and they are looking at how blessed they are. Me and you could make this mistake, and this is why I started with this discourse. People just get confused with this katha, and they just think, oh, Christian played a game, he played a joke with some girls. How inappropriate. Listen to the inherent meaning. We play the joke with ourselves. We start to think, oh, what a good boy. Look at the decoration. Look at how nice I'm dressed. Look at how perfect the fingernails, the verse 12. Look at how perfect the fingernails, the hair, the skin. Look how nice. God made me in this human form. I'm powerful. I am not a sinful dog, the physical dog. He doesn't have the benefit to come here. The bird does not have the form, the force to come here, to sit and listen to do puja. No form is great as mine. God gave me the opportunity. There are many people not here. There are many people not given. In girls' case, they are not able to do the vrat. They are not able to do the puja. They don't have the knowledge to find themselves here. But I am here, and I am here now, and I could do the puja now. I'm so great, and I'm so good. God has truly blessed me. But the joke, you are not seeing the weakness inside of you. You're not seeing the moment, your own body, all the great, all the good you have inside of you. It's going to break you. How? Imagine I am the best singer. And I start to get it in my head that I am the best singer. And I get so tied up and so confused and so carried away that I am singing for the audience, but I'm not singing for the divine. I get so full of pride that this mouth, this body becomes so carried away and lost that I lose it, and I lose the true potency of the moment because of false pride. The girls sat there, and in their mind, Krishna was ready to play with them. It's time to test them. It's time to see what you will do when the vrat is finished. When we do puja, when you do Kartik Nahan, Ganga Dahara, when you do Shivratri, when you do Yag, and the Yag is finishing, the last part, we just take a bath. All you know about that? The puja finished, we just have to bathe. What are you bathing for? Take off the sin, God, take it off. But there's no river here where we can do Shiva, Hare, Shiva, and bathe me, wet me, and wash this body, this vessel of sin. That is all this is. And I come in your house to get cleansed. So the person is bathing. The puja was done. They did the prayers to the best parsad. Their body was covered while the puja was going on. Sometimes you go to prayer. I say it if anybody vex with me. And the girl is forget to modesty. You're bowing, hold your chest. You're going to prayers, but every curve and every nook and cranny of your body on display. Something wrong. You're trying to dress for people and you're forgetting to dress for God. Nothing inappropriate, but if we don't say it, young girls will go down the wrong road. If the person you are dressing for is God, then you're going to know how to dress. Everybody understand that. They did it. They covered their body. And with modesty, when they bowed, they didn't let any part of their body go on display. In this mannerism, in this diet, in this puja, so much good was done. It was time for their bath. It was now the whole coming together. What you just think when you hear Shiva, Hare, Shiva, Daddy blessing, I had to get wet. The pundit, he has sprinkled me with the water. Me, I get wet with the water. I lost something, man. Imagine yourself, the person next to you get wet, but you didn't get wet. You lose. You feel like something you didn't get. So we have to get the water gun. And Pandit Adesh have to hit everybody from a side. Then I will get my due. I did the sacrifice. I did the prayer. I want to get wet. This is the moment now. The girls, they want to go into the Yamuna. They want to walk into the Yamuna and let the water wash off the sin. Naya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayana Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayana Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayana Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Sanye Sundarate Tatya Sarvasata Bodhigambara Dehi Dehi Vasana Dharmagya Cheta Vegya Vrityate Narayanaya
Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayanaya Krishnaya. When they started to walk into the water, their foot wet, and the sari and all the gangri and everything started to get wet. Somewhere there, not protected by the bamboo and the mango and the things that shield the mandap. Now there's no kush grass under their body. They're heading to the water, and by the maya of not the devil, not from something negative, the same God wants to see what you go do. The thought came into their mind. Don't let the sari wet. Take off your clothes. I say it there. Not being rude. Take off your clothes. And one friend affect another friend. Oh, look, she taking off she blouse. Oh, look, she taking off she sari. And one by one, all our servants who came to worship the God When you hear Krishna Das, when you hear Govinda Das, Ram Das, the Dasi is me and you, we're the servant. And the Bhakt, we say it in Arti, the Prabhu, the Swami is the God, the Murti. All the Dasi, all the Gopi, they started to take off their clothes now. Jokingly, they became distracted. Sometimes it happens. Parikshit, sometimes when congregating together to do worship, sometimes negative thought, negative installed thought, the natural rudeness, the natural language, the natural tendency of the person, it comes out. And where we were very focused at one point, sometimes it gets perverted and it pulls you. You're doing the prayer, but you get pulled away. You get distracted now because this one do it and that one do it. Whether it's right or wrong, me are studying that right now. She do it, that means you could do it. And in this way, in the moment that they are going into the Yamuna with all their private, with all their body totally exposed, in the coldness of that water, they went into the water. And Krishna wanted to teach them. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Yuktaye Vridha Krishna Drita Vrat Yata Tetam Dehaya Halla Buddhi Dvijaye Madhusudhanaye Kripa Kripaye Namastubhyam.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Sankalpo Vijaye Yati Bhavani Archnaye Yatam Madhya Mohita Soyatam Satyameva Tuye Yatam. Narayanaya.
Krishnaya
Everybody.
Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah.
Christian went on a big tree that was growing where they were. Imagine they're in the water frolicking, playing. Sometimes when the prayer is done, the same thing you offer by the baby, they just want to rush it. Somebody asked me this question. I see people is put fruits, let me say a pineapple, just for children to understand, by the murti. I see something offered by the baby, by the murti itself. And that pineapple looking ripe. And maybe the childness inside of me now, instead of focus on the prayer, I'm focusing on the fruit. I smell something. The cooking. I'm focusing on the food. Just on the prayers go down, I'll get food. Different things come inside her. And if you just pay attention, you're going to see we become like these Gopis many times. We become polluted in a pure state. We become polluted. So you're in a fight to hold that equilibrium. You're in a fight, but you have to see it. Krishna wants to act the part of Kripa Raj. Kripa Raj means the king, the god of Kripa, mercy. Mercy in this moment is to save the person from their own perversion, their own weakness, their own self. You may not realize that you are doing it, but God comes to teach. God comes to show you you could do better. You could be making a mistake, and I don't want that mistake to happen because it will break you. It will damn you. So he went on the branch that was extending over the Yamuna, and his foot is hanging, and where they had dropped their clothes on the bank, he picked up all the clothes, and he has all their belongings on the branch. And he reaches out to them, verse 20, 25. He says, I know, girls, oh great devotees, I know you were praying to Katyayani and what you were praying for. I know the heart of your prayer, the purpose, the motivation for your prayer. I saw all the different beans that you put. I saw all the offerings that you used in your prayer. Wonderful prayer. Compliment. In Gita, he says that sometimes the person who knows is of a higher understanding. And the person, let me just say a child, is of a lesser understanding. In the eyes of God, the person who knows more want to teach the person who knows a little less. But there's a way. You cannot hurt the person. You cannot damn the person. You can't break the person. I could say, imagine me as a guru. I say, you so stupid. You don't know you do offer hawan with your toe. Imagine somebody trying to balance a spoon with the foot, for example, to do the hawan. You should use your right hand. Or a person could say, babe, I see you trying to do an acrobat. It look nice. But if you do it with your right hand, it will work out better. In the same way, Krishna compliments them on what they set out to do. That your Katyayani Puja is truly something to be emulated. But what are you doing now? What is this you are doing? And he says, do you know where the Brahman, or the energy that makes everything into reality, the energy of this world, the energy of the atom, the cells that we just talked about vibrating, that constitute everything. When we say Shakti is in everything, the energy that is holding the atomic structure together, the binding, the bonding that happens between them, that is another name for the energy that we call Durga, Adi Shakti. She's holding everything, Siddharam. She's holding everything together. Do you know where that Shakti gets trees from? Do you know how when God gets the soul, a person die, the Jeev travel, it reads by Mahavishnu, and Mahavishnu says, I take your soul and I'll put it inside a mango tree. How does he know, oh Gopis, which tree, which soul becomes a tree and which soul becomes something else? Verse 33, the birth of a tree is a blessed birth. Good people become trees. And it is contributed by a disappointment of the form that you are given. That the person is given this big form, human form, so much benefit. But because of nudity, because of nakedness and lack of morality, modesty, the person stretches their hands like the branches of the tree and says, look at me. Look at all my private parts, the fruits of this body, especially in the female form, but equally for male, that should have been kept out of modesty, covered, depending on the environment, the moment. There's a time to be uncovered and a time to be covered. But the person loses that mental ability to choose such moments and ill chooses time. And for this reason, just as in life they stretch their hands and they wanted to show everybody, forgive me, all the mangoes and all the julies and so on and so forth. In your next life, Gopis, God takes the soul and he puts you in such a form. He makes you the tree. He makes you the mango tree, the coconut tree, whichever tree. He says, do you understand that in this moment you are making the same said mistake? That you have embarked on a wonderful vrat, but now you are contaminating your own prayer because of what you are thinking, how you are doing, and how you are carrying about yourself. He says, let me prove it to you. If this was right behavior, time to get back your clothes. There's trembling in the water. Come out of the water naked and collect your clothes. I'll give it back to you. Learn the lesson of modesty right now. And they do come out, covering their body, hiding. Imagine every girl having to hide their private parts. Part of reading Bhagavad is to read the truth and not to dumb it down or wash it down, but the truth, what was given. But the role of the Guru is to explain it so that it is understood for its truth. He says, now you understand what it feels to have modesty. He says, in this moment, in this viewing where you are open not only to man but open to the environment. Now you don't want a tree to see a naked body. Now you don't want ants to see a naked body. And this is how you should be all the time. That whatever God has given you within yourself. In other religion, we have culture where society forces women to cover their body. If you are not covered, you are stoned, you are battered, you are ill-spoken in different ways. You are taught that modesty. And whilst the lesson of modesty is very good, better than somebody bullying you as a child all the days of your life, make sure and cover your hair. Catholic does it, Muslim does it, Hindu do it. It is not only Hindu. But imagine now you take away that, like a child growing up. Now I don't need mommy to beat me to do the correct thing. I know what is correct. I'm going to practice modesty. And the Hindu with a sense of dignity, one for the female, out of respect. How I will talk to a 6-year-old, I wouldn't talk to a 60-year-old with threat and violence and so on. But now I am simply saying, you know what is right, do what is right. Christian says this type of mentality gives upliftment. Then you will get the bath, the water that you are looking for, to give you the cleansing, to bring about change in your life. Then you will have that. But if your mind is base, but you are physically engaged in good, well, good is good. But you may not get the amount or the percentage of good that you are looking for. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Everybody put your hands together. As we conclude our first session, as time has really run away from us already. Somebody said, Bhagavad, we are going to have prayer the whole day. We'll have so much time. We'll have time to do this. I hope everybody is watching. I don't know where the time is going. When he taught this lesson to them, boy and girl, Gopi and Gopal learned that a major part of prayer is how you start, yes, but how you end as well. How you conduct yourself. Remember that word we talk about in Yagnas? Rita. Good conduct. Good conduct. Today as we begin, let me begin with this. Dear God, bless me as we engage in Bhagavad to have the right tone, the right intonation the voice when I'm talking to somebody. When I'm interacting, not only with my God and my prayer, but man, woman, child, adult, elder. Bless me to have the right way. Bless me to be modest. Bless me to be caring, compassionate. Bless me to have the right attitude so that when I do my prayer, if my input be little, but bless me with maximum output. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to take part in your puja, dear God. As we learn, as we listen about these 12 skandhas, what is Bhagavad? What is Bhagavad Katha? What is the purpose of this book? Bless me to emulate the love that those girls had for Krishna, the way they absorbed the environment in their prayer, and now he is guiding them to do better. Blessed is the person that listens to this discourse. Say a prayer. Close your eye and you talk to him. Remember, you came to pray. Tasya upavena kamam charyanta pashuyena pati Krishna dvijavayu gamyam shruyam datta yevaham. Blessed is the person that oppresses their hunger, that in this life, whether you are physically by the Yamuna, Ganga, spiritual place where you get that cleansing bath, or wherever you are, may the purification that you are looking for, that gets rid of the sin. When the sin goes, bad times go. Bad experiences, bad destiny, bad days are going. Sickness, troublesome days are going. But it begins with that purifying effect of the name of Krishna. That the person who listens to this discourse, witnessing the forgiveness, the mercy, his work, his secret knowledge of who you and I are, and the truthfulness that you and I could corrupt our moments and pray. We depend on him. Sit on the branches over my head. Hang over me, O Kandha, and purify me and protect me from even myself. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. One more time. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 12 syllable mantra. According to Gurpran, burns away like a fire burning wood, burning the ashes lifetime, janam after janam of sin by chanting that mantra. Dear Lord, thank you for the opportunity for listening to the discourse of where you guide all the gopis that so love you. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Yeah. Let's all stand as we do final arati for this first session. Put your hands together. Special welcome to Pandit Rama. Everybody who's witnessing, remember, proper posture. You put your hand to your chest. Sometimes we just get a little tired up with that. That isn't hearsay. But we understand when God does his part, when he does his hand like this, that means God bless him. He's doing his part. You have to do yours. I'll explain this in our next session. But you do your stuff properly. This is for your benefit. Whatever you do for yourself. Bow your head, close your eye, and let's sing for him. Sajam cha vardi sanyuktam Yarinayojitam mayam Deepam grihana devesham Trailokya timirapam Jai Jai Bhagavat Bhagavan ki Hey Aarti. Together, everybody. Veer Nirala Navjot Jagane Wala Amar Granth Ye Mukti Panchaye Pancham Veer Nirala Navjot Jagane Wala Hari Jnana Yahi Vardana जग की मंगल की आरती पापियों को पाप से तारती भागवत भगवान की आरती पापियों को पाप से तारती ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत श्रापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला शांति गीत पावन पुनीत श्रापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी है सुख करनी है दुख दूर बोल जग पंद कोल सन मार्ग दिखाने वाला बेगरी को बना दे वाला
मधुर बोल जग पंत बोल सन मार्ग दिखाने वाला बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही
प्रभु की महिमा की आरती
पापियों को पाप से है तारती
जय जय भागवत भगवान की
जय आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती
भागवत भगवान की है आरती
पापियों को पाप से है तारती
ओम नमो नारायण
Together everybody.
ओम नमो नारायण ओम नमो
नारायण हरि ओम नमो नारायण
ओम नमो नारायण हरि ओम ओम नमो नारायण ओम नमो नारायण हर हर हरि ओम नारायण
हर हर हरि ओम नारायण हर हर हरि ओम नारायण हर हर हरि ओम नारायण
ओम नमो नारायण
हरि ओम नमो नारायण
ओम नमो नारायण हरि ओम नमो नारायण हरि ओम नमो नारायण
हरि ओम नमो नारायण
Everybody together as we conclude our first session. Tvameva Mata. Everybody together, lift your voice.
पिता त्वमेव
Tvameva Bandusha.
सखा त्वमेव
Tvameva Vidya.
द्रविणं त्वमेव
Tvameva Sarvam.
मम देव देवा
Tvameva Sarvam.
मम देव देवा
Together, everybody. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. प्रेम बोलो महापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, श्री आदि शक्ति माता की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय 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 सीताराम. Sitaram everybody. Please have your seat.